Welcome to the News Hour. They are still fighting fires tonight on the Hawaiian island of Maui, in the nation's deadliest fire disaster in 5 years. At least 36 people are known dead and more than 270 buildings damaged or destroyed across a blackened landscape.
Oh my gosh, look at the harbor.
The resort town of Lahaina is now shrouded in a blanket of thick smoke. The popular tourist spot on the western coast of Maui, steeped in native Hawaiian history dating back to the 1700s, was virtually unrecognizable today, even to locals.
Oh my goodness, look at all these houses.
Adding to the devastating human toll is the loss of cultural treasures.
We were not prepared for what we saw.
Richard Olson is a helicopter pilot for a Maui tour group.
Lahaina used to be the capital of all of Hawaii. All the places that are tourist areas that are Hawaiian history are gone, and that can't be replaced. You can't refurbish a building that is just ashes now. It can't be rebuilt. It's lost forever.
Another casualty, the famous 60-foot tall banyan tree marking where a Hawaiian king's palace once stood. The fires erupted Tuesday night, catching islanders and tourists by surprise. Some even fled into the ocean to escape the flames. Thousands of Maui residents were forced to evacuate.
Woke up this morning and got on our phones to pictures of our house, just down to the slab. Nothing but smoke, cinders.
The flames were fueled by dry vegetation and low humidity, along with strong winds from a hurricane farther south.
In the past several decades, as agriculture kind of declined, this is across the state, these spaces fill in with literally tons of fuel, and these grassy fuels are highly sensitive to quick drying out and really easy to ignite.
Entire neighborhoods were destroyed. Block after block revealed the charred shells of homes and vehicles, some still smoldering. Today, thousands of customers were still without power and cell phone service. The only road in and out of Lahaina was closed to most traffic to clear the way for fire and emergency crews. Hawaii's National Guard flew Chinook helicopters to put out fires and help with search and rescue operations. President Biden also approved a disaster declaration for Hawaii, bringing federal assistance to the state. Joining me now from Maui is KITV4 Island News meteorologist Malika Dudley. Malika, thank you for joining us. This is one of those stories you're not just covering, but living through. I understand you had to evacuate when the fires began. I just want to ask how you and your family are doing.
We're doing as well as we can. I think we're still in a shade of shock, and we've begun to mourn. There are moments of just sobbing outbursts where I just have to let it out. And there are other moments where I'm just trying to keep things normal and happy for my children, because this is a really, really dark time for us here on Maui.
I'm so sorry for what you and everyone else is going through. We've been hearing these words like catastrophic and apocalyptic to describe the scenes on the ground. You're there. What does it look like and feel like and sound like around you?
Well, fortunately, I evacuated from my home, and I'm in a safe place where we have power, we have water, we have a roof over our heads, and we're all safe. So I haven't seen it with my own eyes in Lahaina, but I've seen the videos and the pictures. I've heard the stories. I'm constantly updating on Instagram, and these days that's where you get most of your information, really, from on the ground, from witnesses. And so I've been hearing just devastating stories from people. And when you think about the people that are telling you the story, for example, one woman this morning shared that she ran for her life. The fire moved a block in 15 seconds. So she ran for her life, jumped over the seawall into the water, and was basically in the water for 7 hours. In the meantime, one of her apartment mates died right next to her. She saw that happen, and then she felt like she was getting hypothermia, so she would approach anything that was on fire in order to get some warmth, which then would burn her. So a story like that those are the types of stories that we're hearing, and those are from mobile, able-bodied people who are able to run. And so to think of just all of the people the elderly, those that are not mobile, children, maybe even, we don't know, but we see the entire town leveled. We know 271 structures have gone. Those are businesses and homes. History is lost. Lahaina town is so full of history. It's definitely the most historic town on our island and one of the most historic in the entire island chain. So to lose not just the homes, the businesses, the history, but also now to hear that we're losing lives and the number is just going to keep rising has been devastating.
Malika, we understand the fires are still burning across Maui. There have been reports of more fires on the islands of Hawaii and Oahu. Do you have any updates on how much of those fires have actually been contained?
Yes, so the most important update just came minutes ago, and Lahaina fire is 80% contained. That is such good news. My husband just went over to the fire that was threatening our home. He says, he didn't go over to it, you can see it because the mountain shows us a good view of what is happening. And he said that it's still active, but it doesn't seem that our home is in danger, but we still haven't gotten the all clear. So we're kind of just in a wait and see pattern right now.
We know thousands of people still don't have power, cell service as well. Have you heard anything about how quickly any of those services could be reinstated?
The thing is that in Lahaina, what potentially even caused the fires was the power lines that went down. 29 power lines went down. So there is no easy, quick fix to this. The fiber optic cable was damaged over in Lahaina as well. So for Lahaina town, this is not, in 24 hours, HECO will be fixing this. That's not the kind of situation we're in. We're in a years to recover phase for that side of the island. Now, as far as the other side of the island where we had a fire in Kihei, we had a fire in Kula, and there are other people on other parts of the island that are without power, those will probably get fixed, but we still don't know when. I still don't have power at my home, for example.
We are thinking of you and everyone else there and keeping you in our thoughts. We can't thank you enough for joining us tonight. Malika Dudley, KITV4's Island News meteorologist, joining us from Maui. Thank you.